And now we want to finish up with this idea of how do we create habits? How do we create a habit with all these principles? The principles of accountability, the principles of tenacity, the principles of passion. How do we create these skills as a habit? So we have this development progression series. Today, you guys listen to this seminar. You're in the learning phase of development. You know what the techniques are. You know how to do them, right? You know why. You figure out the desire. And then finally, you know when. So you have these 3 questions. You can answer, when do I reframe? What is accountability? How do I act in a tenacious way? Right? So that's the learning phase. It's not a habit yet. When you go out, you might not be accountable. You might not be passionate. You might not have the spirit, but you're in the learning phase. Next step is the repetition phase. Develop muscle memory. So practice it, right? Calvin Coolidge, again, Jim Mudd Sr., I can't thank you enough for writing that book. It was so many great quotes, so many great situations that you outlined. The quote from Calvin Coolidge talking about nothing is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. Oh, that's for sure. There are a lot of unsuccessful people with talent. So the idea of persisting and practicing, practice isn't the thing that you do when you're good. You know, when you have MUDD advertising, you don't start practicing this positive spirit. You don't start practicing accountability. You walk in here into this beautiful campus with all the great employees. You don't say, all right, I'm going to be accountable today. I bet it doesn't happen like that. I bet it started a long time ago when you're in the radio business and you're with your wife and you're doing all that stuff. That's when you start to be accountable. That's when you cultivate this spirit. You make the decision then, and then you practice it for 10 years, for 20 years, for 30 years. You practice having a positive spirit. You practice being accountable. You practice tenacity. You drive through adversity. You reframe. And then all of a sudden, over time, you start developing great things, and you start working on your life one day at a time and keeping things simple. And now all of a sudden you build your business. And that's sort of how I've done with Pro Hybrid Training. You know, I decided to keep a positive spirit. And, you know, you're going to make mistakes every now and then, right? You're going to say things that you don't intend. You're not going to have a positive spirit all the time, but the idea is to be consistent. So the final idea here is to develop these skills as habits. Habit, what a powerful word. A habit is what you do automatically. It's not what you do all the time. You're not perfect. We're far from being perfect. It's not what you do every moment of your life. It's what you do automatically without thinking about it. So you want to work on these 3 areas. It's the knowledge, right? The what. You want to develop a habit. It's the skill. It's the how, the practice, the muscle memory of developing this habit. And finally, it's the desire. The desire, which is that motivation, connecting the why. Why is this habit important? Why is it important to have a positive spirit? Why is it important to be accountable, to help the people around you? Why? So knowledge, skill, and desire, this dynamic combination of knowledge, skill, and desire creates habit. And it's up to you guys to build this culture, which you already have. I mean, what an awesome energy this building has, and an awesome energy everyone associated with MUDD has. So you want to cultivate these habits to make everyone around you better and share, like Gary did with me, share your cup, share your confidence with others, and cultivate that strong, positive presence on a daily basis. Make the people around you better. I'd like to sincerely thank everyone here at MUDD for giving me the opportunity to share. Thank you in Chicago, in Nashville, Bloomington. Jim Mudd Sr. down in Phoenix. Thank you so much, sir, for working on the Ad Man. It was an amazing book, and I look forward to meeting you someday. And thank you to everyone on MUDD TV for watching. A lot of pro hybrid goaltenders out there, so I want to say hi to everyone around the world watching on MUDD TV. Thanks again, guys. It was awesome.
Thank you. Am I on? Can we share? First of all, that was awesome. And whenever you relate sports to what we do, it always connects, doesn't it? And I know you were putting 3 hours or 4 hours of seminar
exactly.
into a half hour. Yep. I'd like to share something about what you said. Let's all share a moment because I saw us all stifle a laugh. We all had a picture of Chris Mudd gardening instead of playing golf. Yeah, right. Kako ste, môj drug.
Oh, pardon me?
Kako ste. I'm sorry, you said you were Croatian.
All right,
Kako ste. Yeah. All right, hey, have a great day. keep these pieces of paper. It's real easy to stack them up on your desk. But I saw you guys following along, and this stuff made sense. I live and breathe this because I'm a successful guy with no talent. So I know exactly what this is about. So everybody, thank you so much. I hope you took some notes. Keep those pieces of paper. Zach Sikich, ladies and gentlemen. That was awesome.
No,
really,
thanks,
truly
thanks.
awesome. Have a great Friday, everybody. Gung ho.